going to show you how to change the oil in your car. I'm going to use this Corolla. It's really pretty simple. First thing you got to do is get it up off the ground so you can get to the drain plug on the bottom of the oil. Now you got plenty of room underneath the car to get to the drain plug. And one thing is you probably want to pull your e-brake once you're up on there. Make sure you put it in park. You don't want your car falling off of these types of ramps. Alright, we're underneath the car now. We're looking at this drain plug. It's kind of weird because when I lifted this up it was super loose, so that wasn't good. So anyway, get a container like this. This one's got cool cows and buffaloes and stuff on it. Can be anything. Just loosen the drain plug. The tricky part is actually to get the drain plug out of the way as the oil drops, because otherwise you drop it into the oil and then you have to dig it out and get your hand all oily. But there's really no super clean way to do this, so I'm just going to pull it off and let it go. And try to catch as much as I can in this container, and there it goes. So it's just going to pour for a little while. I have the car up and the drain plug's on the back of the pan, so that means that it's leaning everything backwards. But a good way to do this and get all of it out is to have the engine warm when you do this, because then it's less viscous and it's more apt to just fall right out. And if it comes out faster, it will carry more particulates with it when it comes out. Alright, so it's pretty much done. A little bit's coming out here, but it's starting to splatter everywhere with the breeze, so I'm going to put the plug back in, just like that. I'll tighten that up in a minute. But now we got to get the filter out, and the filter in this car is just right up in here. It looks just like this. This is the new one, and so you just got to take it out by hand. It shouldn't be any tighter than hand tight. And there it comes. I've got it. All right, now you got to put your catch pan right underneath of it, because it's gonna get oil coming out of it too. And that is all over my hand. There we go. As long as you don't get it on your driveway, you're all good. Alright, so this one looks slightly different in its color, but that's it. I'm going to put that other one right back on it and fill her up. Okay, so one last thing is, just before you put this on, I'm going to take a little bit of oil and oil the gasket, the rubber gasket around the filter, because that'll help it seal against the car. And then just put it on. Make sure you do not cross thread the filter. It threads on the inside there, and put it straight on, real lightly, start turning it, and once the threads are certainly lined up and you're not questioning that it's on straight, then just put it on nice and tight just with your hand. Don't use a tool to tighten it up, because that rubber really doesn't require a whole lot of tension to keep a seal. So I usually put a little bit of oil on my hand so I don't have the best grip on it, and then turn it as hard as I can. With the bad grip, and that translates to an average tightness. Alright, so now that I have that bottom part sealed up and I tightened up the drain plug, we'll open it up and we'll fill it up again. Remember not to fill it up, or not to drive it off of your ramps before you fill it up. Sometimes people can forget and start the engine before they actually put oil in it. Very bad idea. Probably going to have to use a filter or a funnel for this. Now we're going to fill it up, and I have the funnel in place, and just start slowly adding. You can, if you know how much your car takes, you can add about that, just a little bit below, and then check the dipstick to see where you're at. I know that I'm going to probably put in 3 quarts here, and then check to see where I'm at, because it will start showing up at that point. And you just kind of go back and forth until it's right in the middle of, maybe towards the top of the range that it should be at. Okay, I think I have as much as I need, but we're just going to check it here. And yep, it looks like the line right there is at about 3/4 of the way up between the 2 dots, which are the range that it's supposed to be at. So I'm happy with that, and that's all there is to changing the oil. Okay, so we just put the cap on after filling it up with the oil, and it's pretty much good to go. Next we're going to do the spark plugs, and that'll be in the following video. Thanks for watching The Cousin Dan.